Hi guys, I just finished a shop sample, so I wanted to show it to you and also kind of give you my impressions of working with the pattern that I used. This is the Three Tiers quilt from Ruby Star Society. It's a great simple pattern, as you can see. You have a background color, you have some very simple blocks. Great for beginners, great if you're not very confident. So I'll tell you how I felt about doing the quilt and kind of what I think this pattern is great for, how I used it, and be on your merry way with it. Like I said, this is a very beginner-friendly quilt. I did not realize the scale of the quilt until I made it. So it gives you some really big, beautiful blocks here, as you can see. Also, I want to point out, I used a directional fabric for my background, and this pattern actually gives you instructions for how to use a directional background so you don't end up with all of them going every which way. Very easy to follow, and all of my fabrics are straight. So as you can see, I chose these fabrics because I was in love with them, very autumnal feel to me. This is a great pattern for using some big, bold fabrics that you love, whether you're using in a really big square like the center one, or even in these large strips are big enough to hold a really large printed fabric, because sometimes you have a fabric you love, maybe it's a bold print, maybe it's a big print, but you don't necessarily want to chop it down to size to, piece in a small quilt. This is a great pattern for showing off those fabrics that you love. Also, it's very fast. I would conservatively say I made this quilt top in 3 hours. I think in reality it might be under 2 hours. But I don't want to say that for sure, but I think it was under 2 hours. I made it between customers one day. One afternoon even, between like 2 and 4. So, went super fast to go together, nice size big throw quilt. Great. Simple. We all need simple. If you're thinking there's someone you'd like to make a quilt for this holiday season, this goes together fast. It can be done in so many different fabrics. You can make this really any style you wanted to. I just went with autumnal colors. You could use Christmas fabrics, that would be really cute. So yeah, make it your own. Check out the Three Tiers pattern. Come in with any of your questions. I try to really have a good idea of all the patterns, what they're asking of you, what they're best for, what they're requiring of you. So just talk about it. Come on in. Do you want to give a final shout out to my shirt? That's very cool. It's from Maker's Valley. It's an online shop. And my husband got it for me, so had to give him credit. Had to give them credit because it's a great shirt. Hope you're having a great run up to the holiday season, guys, for us makers and people who want to give homemade gifts. Also, I think the cold weather is like the welcoming of quilting. I like to quilt when it's cold outside. So, if you do too, come on in. We'll help you get set up with a pattern or a project to make all your own. Thanks, guys.